Well, I know somewhere in there, the little princess Nyami Nyonyam and her mother, Hiniria Wood and Swa, all tuned in. Click 2's Seku listening from Kanda. Lions have their own historians. The tales of hunting would always glorify the hunter. And you know, I will say that again. Folks, I said until the lions have their own historians, the tales of hunting would always glorify the hunter. Now, hello and welcome to the 25th year of multimedia's pure excellence, hard work and perseverance, which has brought us here and the nation's thought-provoking hour. Every Monday, we meet up for this beautiful ritual. And we meet here for the love of nation, for the good of people, nothing but the best. Now, welcome to the show I call That's My Opinion. My name is Nana Ansah Kwao IV, Chief of the Little Republic of Akwemu Edumasa. Folks, this month I was trying to stay away from politics and hardcore governance issues. So the first topic I chose was about the importance of the family unit. But sometimes the momentum of the times matter. And so I am here to ask you, updated register or a new register? Do we update the register we already have? Or do we scrap it and get a new one? As simple as the question is, it's a major issue that has caused a big demonstration up in Tamale, great division and sharp divides among us. The EC, being an independent body guaranteed by the Ghana's 1992 constitution, it gives us a mandate to ensure free and fair elections, not only on the D-Day of voting, but all things leading to the D-Day. So the EC can split up a polling station if the number is too much. They can initiate the creation of constituencies if the population grows. They are made up of 7 commissioners with their chairperson. So that pretty much, makes the EC. They can meet and decide what they deem fit for us with regards to what is good for our democracy. But we see them more on the voting issues and the day of voting because of our habits. The voter's ID card, ballot counting, and all that becomes EC, as though nothing else, they don't do anything else in the office. But for us, it's about all the ID card and the voting. Now, because of the economics, demography, and in our happy home Ghana, and the acceptance of the voter ID as a prime ID, almost everyone wants one or need one. Folks, how many of us can even think of a driver's license? It's far-fetched. Let alone a passport. People have not even dreamed about it. Many of us don't even know there's such a thing as a birth certificate. Yes, there are people in Ghana who don't know that you need a certificate to certify that you are indeed born. So the default ID is the voter's ID. Now this makes matters regarding the voter's ID close to matters of land. It is like blood matter. Voter's ID is mujasam, it is blood matter. It is because it is most people, that's the only document you have that tells you that you have a right to be in Ghana. That's it. They are never going to travel abroad. They've never even dreamt of a passport. Or the passport away. A passport away. Probably never even leaves the region that they were born. Driver's license. To drive who? It's not part. It has never ever registered. Nobody even in the family has ever owned a car. It doesn't even register. So driving license is out. So the only way this person can navigate this system in this country, they're going to put some money in the, bank or savings or something, and they need any form of ID. It is the voter's ID. So when you say voter's ID, folks, it is as though you're talking about land or you're talking about blood and inheritance. Mujasam. Folks, again, because of our economic circumstances, our high level of ignorance, and general low level of education and love for nation, the process of casting a ballot can lead to violence. A process where you should have just wake up, walk to a box, cast your vote, and go home. No, 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 no. For most people, it is a whole day affair. Wake up about 3:30 a.m. in the morning, quickly have a wash down. By 4:15, you get to the polling station. And even that, you will not be the first, because there were people who came and put stones there the previous night. But it's okay. You're about number 44. And you're there. Voting should start by 8 a.m. The EC officers are there, but they have no materials. Eventually, by midday, you get to cast your vote. And this is after altercations from people crossing the queue, which leads to a scuffle, then rumors of stuffing the box, then macho man intimidation. Folks, that day, the day of election, most of us treat it as though it is Armageddon. It is do or die. On the day of voting, folks, most people look at it as the second coming of Christ. It is do or die. After voting, people will hang around till it's time to count the ballots. And they will all join in as the EC picks up the paper. They all shout 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then they start again. 1 from 4:15 in the morning all through to about 8 p.m. They will stay there. It is a whole day ritual. It's a whole day affair. So anytime you talk about the voters' register, you're talking about blood matter. Daily bread matters for others. When the EC announced that they wanted to compile a new register here in Ghana, to some people, it was like a declaration of a holy war. But let me leave it here, and I'll come back to this compilation business. Folks, the argument on both sides, those who want and those who are against, I don't know if you have monitored the passion, the drive, the zeal. Wow. I'm thinking if we had all that energy, half of it, for our nation Ghana, boy, we would have moved this country. And this is mainly led by the few politicians. So there are over 15 million persons listed on the voters' register to vote. A nation of 30 million people, and over half are on the register. And of all the millions on the register, there are a few hundreds, few thousands of politicians who are leading the charge that this will never happen. They rally the masses that this should never be the case. Then there's the other half who say, come high, come low, this must happen. I don't know if you're getting the gist. Me, Nana Ansah Kwao, new, old, lukewarm, or cold register. So far as my name is there, I won't lose sleep. Because even if they win, the people whose life really change are those who are leading the charge with all the passion and getting us to join, as though some miracle will happen. Check it out. Those who are so agitated as to whether it should happen or not happen are those who really benefit after we cast our ballot. But here is probably my position. Now, once upon a time, I worked for Peugeot UK, Robinson Day, right by Chiswick Roundabout. Good experience I got there. Now, there was one car model called the 206 LX. It was sort of the basic entry level. Well, just after the entry, I think there was the L, so the LX was like the second entry level. Now, it came standard with a sunroof, big black sunroof, huge thing stuck on top of the car. However, it was a deletable option. A deletable option. If you delete the sunroof, automatically the car comes with air conditioning. Simple. Deletable option. So you just order a 206 LX, delete the sunroof and go to sleep. When the car comes, it turns up with air conditioning. If you didn't like air conditioning and you just want the huge thing to be stuck on top of your car, which most people wanted, no problem. Air conditioning wasn't too much of a fancy then. But it was a deletable option. Okay, so coming back to the EC. Now, 400 million Ghana cedis is what it's going to cost to compile this new register, which has also ruffled the nest. Because with that, as soon as you mention money, we divide it by schools, divide it by boreholes, divide it by a few roads, and decide if it's worth it or not. But in my layman opinion, folks, knowing how sensitive we can get when the subject is raised, can we adopt the deletable option method? Even if other parts can be captured for identification during the deletion period. So give us a time frame, a good time frame with enough weekends in it to come and verify that you are present and alive, or get deleted from the list. If you have traveled, or if you happen to be in the hospital during the period on your arrival, go to the EC office and get yourself added. Probably show your doctor's note or your flight ticket or whatever reason it is that you were not able to come and get yourself still to be on the list. Bring it. Because to scrap and start afresh beats me and agitates too many people. At the end of the day, all we need is a register, which by the grace of God, we have one. So whatever modification we need to add, if you want to capture our eyes, capture our nose, the size of our ears, well, we are on there. So if I turn up on the day, say, hello, this is me, Nana Ansah Kwao. I'm coming to make sure I stay on the list. I already have my fingerprints here. If you need the size of my nose, measure it and add it to my fingers. Now, I know here, there are issues with the company running the data for the EC with regards to the register. If a new company is being sought, how does it affect the data already collected? Does it mean after this, a new company comes and we're going to get a third company for one reason or the other? We're going to scrap this other one and then add some other ones? Now here, I know my knowledge is a bit shallow. So those of you who are IT experts out there could probably help me. So I am throwing it to you, folks. Deletable option or new compilation. Deletable option or new compilation. Because you add all this cocktail and you look at how the EC is always mistrusted by whichever party is in opposition. Even if you brought Jesus Christ today to head the EC, the opposition party will not trust him. It is almost a culture. It is almost a tradition. It is as though even if the EC woke up in the morning at 7 o'clock and greeted an NDC man and said, good morning, he's going to say, nope, I don't believe you. I don't believe it's morning. Since it's coming from you, it's not morning. That's how much it is. So if we put all this in the cocktail, I'm just saying, the list is already there. there are people who I think who say who's saying they're dead and gone. I don't know. But in the back of all this, we are also trying to get a Ghana card in the system. There are some people from the Ghana cards who are complaining that they haven't been paid. We have 400 million to spare to start a new one. I don't know. Can we give the 400 million to the Ghana card people to speed up the Ghana card thing? Open the book, give a time frame, maybe 6 weeks, 8 weeks, 11 weeks. And if indeed you don't turn up to come and say that, yes, I'm here, don't take me out, then they take you out. I agree. Maybe you've traveled. Maybe you were hospitalized. Maybe you didn't hear. But whenever you make yourself available, come and put your name on there afresh. Nobody will stop you. It's your right. Well, folks, it's 0302 216 541. I am speaking from a very layman's point of view. So come in and educate us all. Zero 0302 216 541. Okay, let's go to the phones. And who have I got on the phone?
Yeah, this is Kofi from Johnson.
Kofi, let me hear you. Educate.
Yeah, and Nana, good evening.
Good evening.
You've had your opinion, so let me also have mine.
That's it.
If you may. Yes. Deletable method or not. I mean, it is always said that it is based on the old that you build the new. If I'm coming to host your program, if you're not there, I would ask you, how did you do it in times past, and how can I build on moving forward? So you don't discard anything, you just build on. And this era of IT, I mean, we use mobile phones. If you buy a new phone, you don't just go to Google Contacts and download your previous contacts. You don't go to people one by one saying, what's your name? Can you please give me your number again? And all of that. Now, those within the church, as you said, are going to enjoy when they come into office, neglecting the people who are, demonstrating at their back. And that brings me back to Occupy Ghana, which also did the same. Today, George Anda is enjoying and all of that. And it's always been like that. So I'm surprised that statement is coming from you, because today is the NDC and the PNC, among others, who are leading the charge. And it's a known fact that they're going to enjoy. Just as the Occupy Ghana guys today are all enjoying. They told us they are going to fight corruption here and there. Today they are mute. They are not talking. And now if you wanted to do a program about them, but that is not forthcoming. You see mistrust. Yes, they are being mistrusted because, I mean, come on, Charlotte Osai was there. She didn't do anything election-wise to the verdict for anybody, but she was taken off because Kubaku sent a case to the same Supreme Court judges who threw it out, that they have the mandate to be able to remove somebody. And all those who led the charge for it to be removed today are in the Supreme Court. They've been rewarded. So what do you think? Look at the new guys who have come into the domain. And today, NPP is supporting them. And remember,
I'll let you land, but let me come. You said you're surprised that I raised the issue. How surprised? Why? Can I get an explanation?
Let me just land. Then I can answer you, please.
Okay.
Good. What was I? Okay. So today, you actually made me lose track of what I was going to say anyway. Wow. Okay.
So come back to my surprise.
Because I was actually, making my point, but then you were not able to. Okay. So right now, remember the Let My Vote Count Alliance. One guy, I was even taken out. Unfortunately, today he died. May his soul rest in peace. So the NPP had always been campaigning for a new voters register. Now they have put in the EC executives, and that's a fact. Jane Mensah was put there by Akufo-Addo. Dr. Bosman Asari was put there by Akufo-Addo. So naturally, they will be mistrusted because they didn't give us any clear cut,
No, but that's historical. That's historical. That's historical. Every EC has been mistrusted by the opposition. Every EC. Every EC is no, from Afrajan, who, superintendent, different parties. At every given time, a party went into opposition, he had problems. So it's not a modern thing. Yeah. I don't know. Hello, I think Papa Ansa's on the line. Hello, Papa Ansah.
Good evening.
Good evening.
You see, you've given the government free advice. This is a great topic that you brought. But one thing that I've realized in this nation of ours is that means we are hypocrites. You see, whenever a political party comes to power, he becomes like a power grant in such a way that when you talk to them, they will not listen. Look at the sort of the amount of money that they are going to spend on reviewing this voters register. Meanwhile, there are so many things that we needed money to do. Is it not the same voters register that we used in 2016 for this same government to win? You see, so consider it that if it were to be NDC now, and NDC is saying we want to review, you see these big lawyers coming out. But if it's NPP, everybody is quiet. God bless this nation.
And God bless you too. But Lukman is on the phone. Hello, Lukman. Lukman.
Hello, good evening, Nana.
Good evening. I haven't heard from you 2020.
Yes. Happy blessed New Year to you.
Yes, sir.
Since the New Year, I have not been able to call. Yeah, thank you very much.
You're welcome.
You know, as for me, either new register or old register, my only big problem is that, God, to register something, the kind of hell that ordinary people goes through. I tell you, when we are going, the time that we was going to register national identification or national ID card, that was 2008, right? We have to about 2 weeks before we was able to register. Even then, we couldn't get the card. 2012, to register voter ID card, several days that we queue before we was able to register. National health insurance, I have not been able to renew my national health insurance card for the past 3 years just because you have to spend the whole precious working days to do this registration. And now we are coming to do another voters register. The kind of hell that we are going to pass through.
Thank you very much. I have Richard on the phone, 0302-216-541. Hello, Richard.
Hi, Nana. Good evening.
Good evening, Richard.
Yes. Nana, I also wouldn't support the new one. So I would say it should be updated. There's no need for a new one because it's biometric. And we don't have to forget that in, I think, 2012, it was the NPP who agitated for a biometric register, and it was done. So I see it's very interesting that they come to power and they still want to change it. I mean, this should come from the opposition and not the party in power. So I really don't see it. The money involved is huge, and we need a lot of things to do with this money. We don't have to create a new one. It is not. And I'll urge Madam Jane Mensah to listen to the ordinary Ghanaian. This is not an NDC thing. There are a lot of CEOs who have come out to speak. There are political parties who have spoken. So it shouldn't be looked as if it's an NDC thing. It is not. It is the ordinary Ghanaian who is speaking. So she should listen. She said a lot when she was at IEA. And I never supported her becoming the EC boss because of her position at IEA. She acted as a referee between the political parties, but she took it. So she should go with the way she was at the IEA and listen to other people and not be so entrenched in her position. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much too. But Asante Dakon is waiting on the line. Hello, Asante Dakon.
Hello, sir.
Good evening.
Good evening, sir.
Sure.
Your question was deletable option or what?
Or new compilation.
Or new compilation.
Yeah.
You see, the vehicle example you gave, normally they will have a particular brand L, then the LX, then maybe LSS. At a point in time, a new model will come. It's the same engine that is in. It will use ties. It will use this. It will use that. But it's a whole new model to start a new series. For heaven's sake, we are in a census year. Even a whole economy, at a point in time, we rebase the economy and we say this is a new base year. So, for heaven's sake, right now, I think we must have a fresh start, new voters register, which can now, either be compared or aligned with the national ID, with the census numbers. Then we know that in Ghana, this is the numbers, or these are the numbers. So I think that let's agree and have a new voters register, and maybe going forward we'll say every census year there must be a new voters register. Sort of, it will run 2 or 3 elections. Then but definitely it has to be new from this time onwards. Thank you very much.
Thank you too. That was your opinion. But Derek is on the line. Hello, Derek.
Hello, my godfather.
Yes, sir.
I greet you, sir.
I greet you back.
Nana Ansah. The system, I think, had to be maintained and upgraded. I don't see the import of people advocating for a new voters register. It is practically not necessary. And it's neither here nor there. We started this thing far back at 1991. So are we now suggesting for a brief moment that we've lost sight of all the data we have? If someone was 98 years in 91, are we suggesting the person is at 120-something years can even walk to the polling station to vote? Can you just about mathematics? Delete the deletables and then add on. It's waste of resources. Finito.
Thank you very much there. That was Derek 0302216541. I tell you one, I think I need to start keeping the call short because this is a very hot topic. Godwin in Legon. Hello, Godwin.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Let me make things simple for you guys. I am an IT guy.
Thank you very much.
If it's in a mess, okay, it's just in a fix and they don't know what it is.
Lower your radio because since you are in IT, you have to educate us, please.
Yes. Uh-huh. You know a QuickBook?
Hello?
Yeah, do you know a QuickBook, an accounting software?
Well, no, I'm not into accounting.
You contracted QuickBook, right?
Okay.
To provide you some things of an accountant, all right, that you have to pay them every month. What it is that when they support you, all right, the only thing you have is the raw data.
Okay.
Right? So, therefore, if you want to use their software to open your data, you need QuickBook. So, therefore, when you cancel QuickBook, what is left with you is only raw data.
Okay.
For you to work with. EC canceled the contract they have with company A.
Yeah.
And then gave the contract to another company. So what is left with EC now is the raw data.
Okay.
The new company that they brought in do not even have the skill set to handle it. They can't go back to company A, then meaning they have to bring back the company A to deal with it. This issue of updated hardware, if you need to change hardware, what has it got to do with the data? So in a nutshell, they need to cancel everything and then start everything afresh, which is going to cost the taxpayer about millions of Ghana cedis. This is what is happening.
So you are saying that with the old data now, if a new company comes on board, they can use it? Is that what you're saying?
What it is that they still need, I don't know who actually cancel it. You know how this government goes into things?
No. What I'm saying,
without you.
assuming Company B came, and I'm there, Nana Ansah Kwao, born XYZ, blah, 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 from here. Can that company use this data, or the data now belongs to the...
They still need the software to get access to this raw data. And this raw data is from company A. And they don't also have the skill set to handle it. Are you getting me? Just a simple, for instance, you use a spreadsheet, a Word.
Yeah.
Okay, when you use anything in Word and you say into a raw data. So if you pick up that raw data from anywhere, you still need Word. So if you don't have Word, you can't open it. You can't make use of that raw data.
No,
all right?
But
so this is what easy. This is just they are just in a mess.
Mm-hmm.
This issue of hardware. What has hardware got to do? And how many times are these hardwares even used in our election year? How many times? This hardware was just procured in 7 years, and you are telling me they are obsolete. This is the issue.
I see. So even if a new company came today with all the 15 million names that we have, they won't have access to it.
Yeah, I mean, whatever data they have to bring their data in order to extract this raw data and make it meaningful.
Thank you very much for that call. 0302216541. Kwei is on the line. Hello, Kwei.
Hello, Nana.
Yes,
Nana, good evening.
Good evening, my boss.
Nana, please let me use this opportunity to wish you a Happy New Year, because during your Happy New Year, program, I wasn't able to come to, take part in the activity. So I'm wishing you a Happy New Year.
Thank you, my brother.
Nana, in fact, this country, we have a problem. And the problem is misconception or notion. In fact, anytime there is burning issue, then you try to explain what is in your mind. Then they start tagging you to a certain political party, A or B. But that is not the case, because if we continue to depend on that, it will not help us to get the liberty to explain what we are supposed to talk about. But Nana, we have a problem, as in this current issue, which is the EC, the new voters register. Nana, there's no problem about the initiative, but let's apply these two important reasons as to why we don't need it now. One, we are talking about cost. As in the price that the Electoral Commission is trying to demand for the update. We are not saying it's something bad, but as at this moment, the money can be used for other things. In fact, even in economics, when you are drawing a scale of preference, you put those that are most important on top. So therefore, we are saying we will do that, but let it be something, later on. Because right now, the duration as in awaiting the 2020 election is very close. And if you apply all these things, and then something goes wrong, we wouldn't be able to know the consequence of.
Well, thank you very much. But they're saying that since they've changed the IT company, they have no choice other than to change it, because the IT company, which is STL, are no more running it. Message, this one says, Nana, I am trying to understand why is no one talking about the national ID? I remember when there was all this talk about this ID, it was to replace all IDs, including the voter's ID. Curiously, we're all quiet about this, unless we have forgotten the advocacy for the new national ID. SK Daribuba says, Nana, this is the best option. The deletable option will save us a lot of money. People just want to chop. That's all. But on the line is Ajimai. Hello, Ajimai.
Good evening.
Good evening.
I hope you are doing well.
I'm good, my brother.
Yeah, I think it's about time that we stop these two political parties putting our heads together. Because when it was former President Muhammad's time, he was telling the opposition to allow the EC to do their job. Now, the EC needs to do their job. They are talking about it. But when NDC was on power, I thought NDC were cousins with EC. I wonder why now when NDC is talking, then MPP is also responding. So now the issue is, it is Ghana's money that is going to be spent. But whether we like it or not, once they say they will do, they will do. So to me, we should allow the EC to do their job. That's all.
Thank you very much. This one says, Nana, good evening. As far as the voters register is concerned, there are lots of factors that go into place. I will focus on the big data. If company signs a contract with the EC, there are certain clauses included. If the contract says data collected belongs to company A, the EC is screwed. But let me go to USA and speak to Kwabena. Hello, Kwabena.
Hello, great King. How are you doing today?
I'm very good, my brother. How's the USA and how's the weather treating you?
Oh, the weather is warm. It's not too cold. It's like a spring weather.
We thank God.
Although we are in the fall, but I think the winter will be coming in maybe February.
Okay, let me hear you.
Yeah. Now, I like your analogy about automobile, automobile, which is good, delectable. That's what most countries do. They wait till 3 years, and then the electoral system will send notification to citizens to confirm their address. So if you confirm the address, they know you exist, this address, and then you still be on the register, which is the best. But there is so much distrust in Ghana's democracy, and the politicians have not done us any good. No politicians have come in to say, hey, how am I going to make our democracy better so that the people can have confidence in the system? The electoral commissioners, when they come into office, they also want to come and entrench. They become intransigent. Nana, are you there?
I'm here.
Let me make the last point because time is starting.
Yeah.
Now, what we need to do right now is to establish a compromise. Now, it's too close to the election. So what we can do is the register is credible. Let the electoral commissioner use the register, right? After we have used it, what we need to do is so that maybe in 2021 we can go through the process of compiling a new register, and then your delectable system can come back after maybe 2024, so that we no longer go and queue long hours trying to register, doing the same things over and over again.
Thank you very much. This one is from Nana Buachi. It says, Nana, the voters register is bloated and it must be cleaned. In 2016, the population was 28 million and the voter register was 15.7 million. But the real figure should have been 12.4 million based on our voting age, median age, and life expectancy. This means the register was 3.3 million bloated, which is 30% over bloated. We have no means of reducing the voters register. The savings from printing and distributing 30% more voting materials will be far offset the cost of doing a new register at $12 per person. Ghana's 2016 elections was already the most expensive in the world. A new 2020 register would bring the register to about 14.2 million. If we top up, the register would reach 18.6 million and we shall print more than 4 million voting materials we don't need. And moreover, when we have excess people on the register, it creates avenue for vigilantism. John is in Tema. Hello, John.
Hello, Nana.
Yes,
good
boss.
Evening.
Good evening.
Good evening to all your listeners.
Sure.
The hustle and the difficulties will go through if they open this new register, or let us do the new one. I will support updating. Because we will go through hell. We will hear people fighting here, taking ballot papers, registration centers are not organized well. And I can bet you, after all, if we open for new registration, we will not do it well again. At the day of the voting, people will go and you see a man name against a woman fish. They will not do it well. Let's updating things all the time again. Otherwise, we will be doing everything all the time. And about the card, when Ghana will settle on one card or two.
Thank you very much. Nana, listening to the EC assistant this morning, I was wondering when we were going to have continuity in this blessed country of ours. At the end of each election year, all the things done by the previous government has a problem. Lord have mercy. Odotoi ni Odote from Gumwa Doriampong. But Isa is on the phone. Isa is on the phone.
Isa from Akusumu.
Isa, let me hear. Oh, on my base, man. Let me hear you.
Yes, yes. Yeah, Nana, I'll look at it from three angles. Hello?
Yes, I'm listening.
Yeah, I'll look at it from three angles. One from the Electoral Commission angle, then two from the NDC angle, and then three from the MPP angle. Let me take it from the Electoral Commission's angle. Preferably, I think that going in for a new register after 2020 would be better, because by then we would have finished all the data we need on this Ghana card. Would have captured a lot of Ghanaians on the Ghana card, and we can use that effectively. Just pull out the data. People that are above 18 years has our destiny. What do I call it? And use it as our voter register, new voter register, which will be very unique, because the Ghana card itself has components that can accommodate this, instead of going in for new cards at this time, which is going to be, with the cost, the attendant cost attached to it.
Isa, thank you very much there. This one says, listening to your program online, I would like to seek clarity and comment on the EC's new proposed IT systems. Knowing how technology works, you do not leave a system to become obsolete before you decide to replace the entire system because it becomes too expensive. A voter management system should always have a long-term strategy that is robust and which allows for continuous upgrade over a long period of time. Your continuous and prudent management and maintenance culture will also put you ahead of many upcoming elections your institution has to run. Is the EC saying all the elections that have been held since December 2016 are not credible because of the obsolete nature of our election management system? If they can confirm the credibility of those elections, why the need to now change the system? Only 12 months to a general election. I'm sure it will be the same system that will be used for upcoming district assembly elections, and it would have been the same system that would have been used for the cancelled referendum. I think the EC should rather put in place a plan that will seek a longer-term migration to more secure electoral management system. That was your take on it. Salif in Koforidia. Hello, Salif.
Yes, Nana, good evening.
Good evening.
Yeah, I just want to encourage you that you put a proposal to the EC. Your proposal is a superb one. Look, when they exited the register, I went to check my name. My name was there. The voters day, I was verified by the machine. So what are they saying? So it's a matter of deleting and adding. And is there any constitutional law in the constitution that it's only election time that EC should compile new register? Can they do it daily? Their offices are always open every day. So what are the staff doing in the various districts and the regions? What are we paying them for? Are they not supposed to add and delete? So now make a good proposal to them, and they have to accept yours. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, my brother Isif from Koforidia there, Cape Town. Let me go to WhatsApp and see who has sent a message. As many. Hi, Your Royal Highness. I greet you. I thought our Vice President said Ghana card would represent the voter ID. Nana, so why the new voter register again? And when we have hospitals and schools without beds and desks, respectfully, God bless our homeland Ghana. Fusa in Virginia. Fusa, we greet you and we greet Mr. Trump as well. Nana, who are the ordinary Ghanaians? Who speaks for them? NDC. I am afraid. No. Yawa Achimota. Messages are coming in fast. Let me try and get as many as possible because we really need your opinions on this. Good day. This is George. Oh, no. Hold on 1 second. Okay, yeah, that's it. That's a message. Good evening. Good evening, Nana. We couldn't agree with you more. The passion, the zeal from our politicians is quite remarkable. If this same whitewash patriotism was implied in all sectors by some politicians. We Ghanaians would be better off. God owns Ghana. God's own Ghana deserves better. Shem, Bros Barbecue in Pram Pram. Oh, that's close to me. I have to visit you, Shem. In the meantime, very, very happy birthday to Nana Kwesi Ejepong. Nana Kwesi Amano, we all know him as Nana Kwesi Ejepong, Director of Materials, Ghana Highways Authority. Director of Materials, Ghana Highways Authority. Nana is also the Ebri Kronti Hines and Kobia Hene. Happy birthday to you. This is from your wife, Mary Ejepong, and the children. They say happy birthday to you for being a wonderful husband and a beautiful daddy. Mary Ejepong is also the registrar for Presbyterian University College. This one says, Nana, thank you for this. I recently became a dual citizen in a country I currently reside in, and I didn't have to join a queue to register. They have my info. They just sent me a reminder to confirm my voting details. When it came to voting, I went during the early voting period and I was done in 5 minutes. Doing one's civics duty should be that easy. In Ghana, it makes it a do or die affair. And I want to start wishing my wife a happy birthday, which is on the 23rd of January. We started announcing it last year, November. So I start wishing her happy birthday in advance. 23rd January, happy birthday. Since last year, November, I mean, night. Do you know when my birthday is? Yes, wifey, I know. Yes, wifey, I know. Perpetual Bedu from Prime Insurance, you're tuned in. Thank you very much. Willie Asante from GRA. Willie, you're tuned in. Thank you very much. This is Nana from Spinkters. Nana, I don't get this compilation of whatever voters register. A few months ago, I saw about 4 EC staff, I guess, sat behind some tables by the Regimanuel Estate Golden Gate. Finding out what they were doing there, it was told it was updating the voters register. So what again now? Don't we just like wastage in this country? Can't citizens just walk into their local offices and add or subtract Nana and Spinkters Road? And good evening to Nana Ya Jindo, Queen Mother of Nungwa, Ghana. And I'm told Nungwa, Ghana is bordering with Ivory Coast. So they actually have cassava farms in Ivory Coast. Nungwa, Ghana. So Nana Ya Jindo, good evening and thank you for tuning in. And my sister is tuning in, Eugenia Sintimedin, Eugenia Tevi is tuned in. Eugenia, good evening. Folks, so every Monday we come here, we drop a topic, and hey, you know, we agree, we disagree, we do it all agreeably. Until next Monday that I come to you with a different opinion, I want to say I love you all and thank you for being loyal to this show. News Bulletin is up next. And then Iggy will be up to drop the tunes while you're thinking whether to optionally delete or compile new. Thank you so much.